Well, as per the tab, the title reads, "Oh my God," or should I say, "Oh my gosh." Ross brutally dumped Sacha 2 weeks after Married at First Sight UK ended, leaving her heartbroken. She even had moved to Manchester to be with him. Well, she had even moved to Manchester to be with him. Now, this, as you can see, this post in particular was written by Ellie Ring, so shout out to her. Now, as you can see, this was a week ago, so I am clearly late to the party. And not only am I late to that party, but also it does say here that Ross had debuted his new girlfriend. I'm thinking, what? When did this happen? But this is my fault, because I'm not really into social media like that. You know what I'm saying? I should do a better job. I do apologize. But with that being said, with the information that Ross has already debuted his girlfriend, okay, on social media, and of course, this is something that would have obviously, left Sacha not feeling exactly the best, seeing that Ross is now moved on with somebody else. Now, with that being said, it does say here that, but we now know that they did make the final vows, okay, and Sacha even moved to Manchester to be closer, okay, to be closer to him following Married at First Sight UK. But Ross left her absolutely heartbroken as he dumped her. Let's read some more before I even give you my thoughts and opinions. Just 2 weeks after filming, Ross started behaving coldly towards Sacha and ultimately ended up dumping her, leaving her devastated. Producers aren't happy with him either. It is what it is. As they feel as if he's flaunting his romance despite the show still being on. I mean, listen, I wouldn't really call it flaunting his relationship. At the end of the day, he's got a new partner, and just like some partners as well, they just show themselves off. It's just that simple. Which I guess maybe he's flaunting, but I wouldn't say it's flaunting in the way they are trying to say it is. But either way, though, it does say here that a source told Married Online Sacha had an incredible experience filming Married at First Sight UK, and she truly thought her marriage with Ross would work. She moved to Manchester to be with him, but after just 2 weeks, he went cold and ended their romance for good. Sacha was left devastated, and now watching their journey back as the show airs makes processing their breakup even harder. Producers weren't happy either. Ross gave away that he and Sacha were no longer together by posting photos with his new girlfriend. He had no problem flaunting his romance despite the fact it would hurt his ex-wife's feelings. Now, before I continue, let's talk about this. Feelings. Talk about hurt. Here's the thing, okay? For me, myself in particular, it is music to my ears to hear that Ross left her. Why? Because in the most recent episodes, we have seen the way she has behaved. Now, the main reason, I would say, that I'm happy that Ross has left is because, you see, she was putting him in positions that he should never be in. And that position was trying to get him or getting him to confront Alex in an aggressive tone rather than in a sensible manner. Alex, obviously, in the conversation that he had with Sacha and Polly, those two women were going at him. He tried to keep his composure, but then after that, we know Alex's ego then kicks in, and then, of course, he embarrassed them all by basically telling them the truth. Now, Sacha wasn't happy with this because Sacha just loves to have her voice heard. So therefore, as Alex says, her 2 cents and everything. So with that being said, what happened? She went to Ross, tried to get him, got him all angry and wild up, and said to him, "You have to prove that you want to freaking protect me." Even after doing it, she's, "I'm so happy that you protected me. I'm so happy that you went over there and you spoke to me. You told him how you felt." Or basically how she felt in a very angry way, rather than going to her man and saying, hey, babe. So today, this is what happened with Alex. And I would like you to have a word with him, please, because I wasn't happy the way he spoke to me. That is the way she's supposed to, because a real partner would not want to get their partner in a physical altercation. Why? Well, one, because while they want to see their partner potentially get hurt, and two, if their partner did hurt somebody else, you know what could happen? The person that their partner would hurt could easily then press charges, and if they press charges and then that person's found guilty, what happens? Your partner is then going off to prison. Listen, some of you may think it's not that deep, but trust me, I've seen it happen. I have seen it happen, okay? So, end of the day, if Sacha was a decent partner, she would have never put him in that position. So while she's here talking about, or while this article is talking about how her feelings are being hurt, well, she should have thought about that before she decided to put Ross in an uncomfortable position. So like I said before, it is music to my ears to hear that he has left, because he tells me that he values himself more than he values somebody who is as unhinged as she is. Yeah, I said it. Now, with that being said, it does finish off here by saying it seems there is still bad blood between the pair. as they're not following each other on social media, and Ross hasn't posted any pictures of them together on the show. Why would Ross post pictures of them on the show when he's now in a relationship that he's now exposed to us? It would be very different if he had never exposed the fact that they were in a relationship, that he was in a relationship with somebody else. Then yeah, I'd understand it, but come on, let's use our common sense. Ross has been dating his new girlfriend, okay, Melina, I think it says that, I do apologize, since at least June, and they've been making no effort to try They've been making no effort to try and their romance. Oh, hide. I think it's meant to say try and hide their romance from Married at First Sight viewers. I was thinking, what the hell's going on? That don't make no sense. It's okay. It happens to the best of us. Nonetheless, though, it says here that Ross can be seen saying "I love you" and sending love hearts, love emojis to his new partner, who, in a barrage of messages sent in recent months. Some of these messages were sent all the way back in June, meaning the couple had been serious for at least 5 months, which tells me this is clearly filmed probably about a year ago, I think, maybe something like that, but who knows. Either way, though, in other posts, Ross told Madeline she's the best, to what she replies in another comment, "You can keep me forever." Ross replied, "Too effing right." So listen, in a nutshell, this is basically giving us more evidence to say that Ross is obviously in a new relationship and clearly is happy, you know what I mean? I mean, listen, to be honest with you, there is a chance, despite Sasha's behavior on the show, there is a chance that maybe Ross just wasn't into her anyway. Maybe Ross was put off her from the moment that he met her parents. Because let's be real, her dad took him to freaking the gym. Or to what? Be competitive, or to see whether Ross can keep up with him. Listen, either way, the dad took him to the gym and it just felt a bit of an off-key thing to do. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, if I had a partner and I met her parents and the daddy wanted to go gym with me, I mean, listen, I'd be down for it. I like the gym too, you know what I mean? But it's all about the vibe that we then do in the gym, you know what I mean? The vibe that the dad was giving was a bit, you know what I'm saying? So to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if Ross initially decided, you know what, I actually don't want to be with this girl when he actually went with the dad to the to the gym, because honestly that would have given me very awkward vibes, off-key vibes, that something may not be right, you know what I mean? And then also on top of that, then seeing Sacha behave the way she behaved later on in the season would have pretty much been the nail in the coffin. So to be honest with you, I think personally there's a chance his whole maneuver to leave her had probably started earlier on in the season rather than later on. Because let's be real, he left her 2 weeks after the show. And within those 2 weeks, she had already moved to Manchester to be with him. But then again, though, let's ask the question, why did she move to Manchester? Is it because she truly wanted to be with him for love? Or did she move closer to him purely out of insecurities? Because we also did witness Sacha display insecurities because she wasn't happy when she saw Ross in the picture with Lacey. Remember that too? And to be honest with you, I reckon that was another thing that added on top of Ross making his choice earlier on in the season that he wasn't going to be with her. I think he was probably seeing the signs early on. Now, it's still the only thing that he doesn't explain is why he went off on Alex. You never know. Maybe he went off for Alex because of something else that happened beyond the scenes that we didn't see. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't made known by Adam that Alex and Ross were quite close. So it was definitely out of character for him to do it. Unless, of course, he just did the whole thing, you know, he staged the whole thing just to, you know, survive the show. I don't know. But I do think that he was seeing the signs earlier on, because you don't just leave someone 2 weeks after the show knowing that they have now moved to you. Do you see what I'm saying? It'd be very different if she never moved too close to him, you know? But that happened. And I think that she would have forced that move to be closer to him so she could keep an eye on him rather than actually be closer to him for the right reasons, if you know what I'm saying. Either way, though, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. But that's what I think personally. With that being said, peace.